SIU also attended. The focus is on ensuring that there's consequence management. It's really no longer business as usual. We have said it before, we'll continue to say it, that we want to see consequence management in all its aspects, whether it's criminal prosecution, whether it's disciplinary action, civil recovery of damages, recovery of losses, also blacklisting of all these companies that have been found here, and not just the companies, but also the directors. Because you know that once you blacklist the company, they go out and then resurface as a different company. So we need to blacklist the directors as well. We want the regulators to also institute consequence management. The referrals in this case to SAPRA and all other regulators. So we want to see the whole system really working in terms of consequence management. And you know that if that system works and works effectively, we are going to see now this perpetual impunity being reduced and being dealt with. We will, as SIU, or once the investigations are done and the investigators, well, even at the moment, we are able to recommend some of the systemic improvements. We do have a section at SIU that deals with systemic improvement, and it focuses now on systemic investigations, corruption prevention, and so on. So that team will be working with the department here to take the process forward on how to review the system so that there's mitigation of really ensuring that this does not occur in future. MEC, I would like to really acknowledge and really say thanks for ensuring that there's consequence management. In many instances, and you would have probably followed that in the recent National SCOPA meeting, where SCOPA called, it's a general question that could be responded to really in so many ways. But I'd like to indicate that in all of the investigations that we do, we also go at all levels of the process that we are following. And if we find that enablers are at the lower level, or middle level, or higher level of the food chain, so to speak, we do not hesitate to hold anyone to account, whether you're in leadership, whether you're in senior management or lower management. But you would have seen that there are also enablers outside of government, which are sort of private sector companies, so to speak. These are service providers that have made it their duty to collaborate and collude with officials. Of course, it takes officials and service providers to work together and collude to now cause this loss to the state. And that is nothing other than organized crime. And it has to be dealt with as such. But the other issue that I need to indicate is that in most instances, when we investigate, we also look at what the weaknesses are in the system. Where is the system vulnerable? Right? In many instances, is management override or officials override, which is an intention on the part of the officials to really override the system. So we ask a question on how is it that the system can be fixed. So we go into systemic issues. Right? To assure the public that this question comes up always, that what happens to those who resign and that the employer cannot take action. In that case, I can assure you that if those employees have been involved and were referred to NPA for criminal action, the criminal process will follow them. And also if they contributed to the damages and losses, they will also be cited in the civil proceedings so that we recover. That's why I indicated that we will recover the lost monies and assets from officials and from civil, service providers. So they are not letting loose once they have resigned from their employment. Thank you.